Hey friends, D Gooseby here. Thank you for returning for my second YouTube live ever. It's kind of trippy. So as you can see, I'm trying to have a little bit of ambiance. I don't know, ambiance is not actually the right word, but some kind of a backdrop because y'all saw yesterday had family coming through, kids, husband, everybody. So hopefully today this will be hopeful. So we just should have had this ready, right? But it's all good. Okay. So, okay. So what I'm really doing right now, you guys, is closing windows because it's evening, which means it's really easy to hear me, and I'm low key tripping. Okay. So anyway, let's get to this. Okay. So, yesterday I had said that I would share about the awesome training that I watched by Jessie Lee Ward. And if you don't know who she is because you're not in the network marketing world, she is a rock star. She's one of those people who has found success in the industry of marketing, network marketing, left a company, and when you leave a network marketing company, especially if you're a top earner, you have thousands of people underneath you on your team, and when you leave that company, there's usually an agreement that you sign that says you won't take anybody with you, especially if you join another network marketing company. And then she's a rock star. So she probably had to leave I feel like she had to leave 200,000 people behind. I might be exaggerating. I don't know because I didn't know her until recently. And then she had to rebuild, and she did. And so quite literally, she rebuilt her empire, as it's called, deservedly. She rebuilt her empire with basically new people because you have to, right? That's the way that it goes. Just to be fair, So I just thought that's so impressive. And so I was impressed by her once I dug into her material. Now, why did I dig into her material? Because one of the multi-millionaires that is mentoring me said that they believe for her that she is the truth. She's making dude, guys, I think she makes over $1 million a month in not selling courses. There's lots of people in the industry who do affiliate marketing. They do some network marketing maybe. But they really sell courses and things like that, and that's where the bulk of their money comes in. Hers is the bulk of it is coming from network marketing. That's super impressive. Gloria Mayfield Blake's impressive, right? So yeah. So anyway, so when my multimillionaire mentor said that he follows her and is basically in awe of how she does things, and he's already a ridiculous success, I knew I had to check into her, and I'm so glad I did. So one of the keys that she suggests network marketers do for success is to make a 50 what ifs list. And that is basically a list of 50 things that you would do if. So you would for example, she was what if I traveled first class everywhere I went? That was one of her examples. And I just thought, that's so nice. Wouldn't that be so fabulous? To just not have to worry about boarding last or when everybody else is boarding. Whether you're pre-check or not, just more comfortable seats, less people in your section, like all the little perks that come with that, right? Getting service before the flight even really starts. Like, how nice is that? You've had a long day, you're rushing to get to your flight, you really haven't eaten yet, you just want like a nice cup of tea or a nice glass of wine or a shot. I mean, like, everybody's got their thing, right? Me personally, I'd like a yerba mate, but you get to have that, right, in first class, right? So how fun would that be? And so she's like, make a list of these type of things. And while in the particular video that I watched, I don't remember her saying to really go deep into it. What I found when I was making my list, and I will show you guys, I did make my list. I'm in some kind of an Asian phase right now. I'm writing everything in the books backwards. So yeah, I made my list. And let me tell you guys, it wasn't easy because I'm a mom. And she touched on that. And she said, moms, don't make your list where you're like, what if I bought my parents a house? What if I bought my sister a house? What if I paid off my student school debt? What if I, did something else really amazing for somebody else? Yes, definitely, those are awesome things. Yes, definitely, those things are going to make you feel so good inside. Definitely. But they're not only for you. Those are really for somebody else. So she's like, you gotta like do it for yourself. So for me, there's like two things. Well, there's really only one thing that I've always wanted since I was a young girl, because I really love the movie Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock. I don't know if you guys have seen it. If you haven't, you should. It's so good. Okay. But it's like one of my favorite movies in like all of life. And in that bag, I mean, see? Right there it is. In the movie, Grace Kelly carries the Birkin bag, which is affectionately known as the Kelly bag after her. And it is a gorgeous bag. Hello. And I have always wanted one. I even almost bought like a faux one, but I just couldn't. Like, I really want an authentic Hermes Kelly bag, like a Birkin. So for me, that's on my list. What if I flew to Paris and put in my order in person for a bag? It would be so fun. I would take my daughter with me because she would appreciate it. You would, Asia. And we would do Paris like two teenagers, okay? Because she's really close to my age. And we would order the bags. And because I'm pretty sure she'd want one too. And if I'm getting one, like, of course I want to get her one because I love her. And it would take a while to get it. I mean, like, I've researched this. Like, it's so fun, you guys. Like, but yeah, so that's like a total tangent right now. But that's what you've got to do. Like, you've got to get there. Like, as soon as you think about what if I go deep into that thought before you write down your next what if, like, just take that fantasy and like, let it make you smile and feel good. And then I don't know, for me, I came out of it thinking like, yes, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I want that. Like, this is going to happen. And it was like late last night when I'm doing all this. So of course it wasn't going to happen at 1:00 in the morning. I needed to get to bed so I could get up in the morning because I have to pay attention to the stock market, which opens at 3:30. So like, there's all kinds of things, but like in that moment, that feeling was so real. And so of course then today I spent a lot of time working on the things that I need to do to make that happen, including mindset training and things like that. So you don't know the power that you have until you unleash it. And you can't unleash it until you start to have a vision of what you want to use the power of 4. That's like basically kind of how I feel. This helps you to tap into. Now, I highly recommend that everyone does the 50 what ifs list. Take your time, don't rush through it. Write down one and really just fantasize, imagine yourself experiencing that what if. And then go on to the next one. And in some cases, it may actually lead you to the next one. Like when I started with Jesse's, what if I flew first class everywhere I went? Then I was thinking, okay, so where would I want to go first? I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I want to go like to Tahiti and like to Spain and to Trinidad and but where else do I want to go? Like those are no brainers. Like I always say I want to go to those places. Well, I would love to go to Paris and get a bag. What if I flew first class to Paris with my oldest daughter to pick out her nice bag? Are you kidding me right now? And then what if we bought a converted van and drove around Europe for like a year? And since I have 7 other kids besides her, what if we flew them all over with a tutor and we all just caravan? See, that's the whole carbon footprint thing. Like, I don't know what I want to do that. Like, I don't know. Okay. But what if? What if we did it anyway? What if we just rented one of those big Rockstar buses, right? And like a tour and just toured Europe. I know right now it's COVID and so that would be kind of funky. But like, because I have 8 kids. So me, the 8 kids, after the bags and the flight. Like it's gonna take a minute to get that cash. So COVID could be over. Hello. I mean, like, really. Okay, so anyway. This is what you gotta do. You gotta, like, go there. Just go there. Just be in your head, fantasizing, trying to work out, like, how would that be? How much fun. Okay, so I couldn't do that because I'm thinking, like, this could happen now, right? Like, this could happen in a year. The company that I've joined recently, like their compensation plan is so crazy that like the first level, you can already make $6,000 a month, and that's at the first level. So it is not unrealistic for me to imagine that very quickly I could be making $1 million a month, especially when I look at a comp plan that actually has that in the comp plan. Like, that's not even them. That is my speaker shutting off, by the way. That's not even them like saying dream big. You know, they're like, just work, do the numbers. You can get here. I mean, it gets crazy. So anyway, it's not unforeseen that I could, you know. So anyway, that's my whole point. And then, okay, so I keep going on this tangent because this whole like what if thing is so fresh and so new and it's so invigorating and it's so exciting and it's so empowering. Like, you would not believe how productive I was today with this 50 what ifs in my head. Like, I just kept thinking like, dude, I'm gonna like be traveling, I'm gonna be taking my kids. Like, I'm so excited to like spend the holidays in upstate New York. Like, you just don't even understand. Like, my list is solid. Like, experiences galore. Just celebrating everything that is so wonderful to celebrate. But, so that is one tip. Do the 50 what ifs and see how that helps you to find your passion. Okay? Because a lot of times we think we don't have a passion for our, whatever we're doing, what our job is. It doesn't have to be network marketing industry. It could be anything. But sometimes you don't think you have your passion there. I really do, so thank you. Oh, okay. So 5 tips to manifest your dreams. So my goal is when I share what I learned, like I did with Jesse, I also want to like give you some extra value. But honestly, I couldn't top what Jesse gave. So this is just some added reminders. You probably already know this, but if you don't, let's go through it. Okay. 5 more tips on how you can manifest your dreams today. 1, practice gratitude every single day. Like, wake up in the morning, and I do something called morning pages, which is just 3, again, right here. I just keep everything in my life is like right here in front of me. I just 3 pages every single day. You see this where it says page 3? Page 3. Okay. That was my first time writing it. I was like so happy to just get to page 3. Like, this is really hard writing because you have to write it with your hand, and I'm so used to typing. And I'm a Virgo, so I want it to be really neat and blah, blah. So anyway, I do that. I write 3 pages every single morning, and what I have found is that the gratitude pours out. Now, I don't know if that's just my personality. I don't know if I've cultivated that through the years because I've been working on this network marketing thing for a while now, off and on, or if I just have shifted into a place where I'm really so thankful for every day and every opportunity that we have. And I honestly believe that starting the day with that kind of a mindset makes my whole day great. And it's a challenge for me, you guys. Like, I have a lot going on. I struggle all the time. Like I said, I'm always in my head fantasizing things. So I really do struggle with like perception and sometimes like self-esteem and like confidence, But I have found that by just really doing the positive things, listening to affirmations, positive music, not really talking to negative people, like protecting your space, and just being loving and kind to others as much as possible has really helped me to feel good, right? And when I feel good, like I love feeling good, so I'm so thankful when I feel good. And so, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, this gratitude just has to really come from within. And if it doesn't, if it's something that you tend to be a little bit pessimistic because of whatever situation your life is going on, whatever, that's cool, it's normal. Just work on that. Like, you can work on that. You can work on anything. So work on being positive, work on being grateful. Thank God for the fact that you can see, that you can hear, that you can smell, that you can taste, that you can feel things. Because, there's that leprosy that people can't even feel things. Like, they could be burning, their hand could be on fire, they won't even feel it, right? Like, that's not you. That's a reason to be thankful. You can be thankful for each one of your digits. These are called digits. You have 10 on your fingers and 10 on your hands and 10 on your feet. You can thank God for each one of those. Like, you can just be thankful for every little thing. It's so ridiculously annoying how many little things. Be thankful for this lamp that it's working. People have like non-working lamps. They could be in the dark. Thankful for electricity. Thankful for fresh air because like sometimes it's smoggy, foggy. Like, there used to be the burning of the cane field, which I didn't mind at all, to be honest. But like, that did cause air problems for a while. Like, seriously, guys, do I really, like, I don't even need to tell you guys to be thankful for everything. But do that. Like, just work on being thankful every single morning. And then replace negative thinking with affirmations. And that's like what I already mentioned. I do that. Like, I will listen to Spotify playlists that are like positive thinking ones. It works so well. And I listen to people that are sharing motivational things. So like, how on YouTube there's always videos of like Will Smith, Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, all these people like saying these positive things about work or just mindset. Like, I just listen to those things throughout the day, especially about work, business, because I'm not a multimillionaire yet. So until I am, I just got to keep feeding my head with the things that I need to know until I'm there, right? And I recommend that for you too. So if you have a problem with negative thinking, then find affirmations. A lot of people say, seeing affirmations in the mirror and stuff, that might be weird for you if you struggle with esteem, right? Or confidence. So If that feels super weird and you're just not really going to do it, then just play music that says affirmations. Because if it's a really catchy tune, you're going to be singing it and humming it, and it's affirming to yourself. You got to trick yourself into believing in yourself if you struggle with it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, it's not like lacking in integrity. You got to start somewhere. So start today. Okay, sorry. Okay, meditate daily for 5 minutes minimum. I meditate every single morning for 10 minutes after I do yoga. And I do yoga on mornings that I have, like, I'm rushing, I'll do like just a 10-minute flow. If I have more time, then I'll do like a 20 or 30-minute flow. I don't do too much more than that because I'm just not that strong anymore. I've been like just COVID lazy, got a lot of weight on. It's super heavy, so but building up my core, building up my strength. So I'm just 10 minutes a day minimum, meditation right after. And I do good full meditations here on YouTube, and just 10 minutes, really nice. Hi, it's John. It's so relaxing. The song is beautiful. Oh my gosh, you guys, like, I always want to Shazam. It's so stupid, yeah. But I always want to Shazam the song, but I can't because I'm in meditation and I'm like gonna break it to get the song, and then of course after I'm already moving on to the next thing because that's how I am. So, but yeah, the song is freaking, oh man, it's so beautiful. Like, when I hear it, it just makes me feel like the sun is rising over a beautiful. So, you guys, I'm so like visually, everything is so visual for me, but like I just like see the sun, okay, like, right, the sun rising over the beautiful trees and breaking through the leaves, and the birds are softly waking up, and so you just hear this gentle sound and this music. That's what it makes me feel. Like, that music is so good. Okay, so meditation, good full meditation, I highly recommend. You can use whatever you want. Like, you don't even gotta listen to music. You can. I used to meditate just like on the Word of God. Like, I would listen to, I'd read my devotional, and then I'd like sit there for like 10 minutes and just try to like think about that verse or that chapter that I read, and just try to like really like make it resonate with me. You do what you got to do. You do what you do, and that way you'll be successful at it. So that was tip number 3. So we have practice gratitude every morning, replace negative thinking with positive affirmations, and meditate every single day for at least 5 minutes a day. Okay, so tip number 4, expect to receive what you get. Like, hello. Okay, so if you've been on my channel for a minute, or if you read my blogs, or if you follow me on anything, you'll know that I am a believer. And one thing that's huge is like faith. As believers, we're called to have the faith the size of a mustard seed. Mustard seeds are so tiny. Like, they're so small. I don't even have anything on my desk small enough to show you like a mustard seed, but it's super tiny. And so if we had the faith of a mustard seed, the Bible says that we could like move mountains, right? So that's not a lot of faith, and that's a whole lot of mass to move. So to me, that's a challenge. Like, I'm a believer. I've been a believer for all of my life, and it's still a challenge. But lately, it's been clicking. And so, and it's really weird. Okay, so if you've seen any of my other videos on this channel, I have told you guys, I get what I want. It's really freaky. I get what I want. When I was young, I wanted a kid. I had one at 15. Not the best. I know it's not the best example, but the kid is amazing. And I literally designed her. Like, I used to pray, and I was like, God, I want her to be half Spanish. Her father is Spanish, like Spanish. I wanted her to have like this curly, soft hair, and her hair texture is so soft. And it's like curly, and it's so crazy. Poor thing, she can't do anything with it. I was a kid. I didn't know I should be also like praying that we would be able to manage it. I just wanted a kid with gorgeous hair, and I wanted her eyes to be this almond shape. Like, if this wasn't alive, I would like hold up a picture of her, but I don't have one like with me other than in my phone. But that's ridiculous. So, but she's gorgeous, right? Like, freaking gorgeous. Like, she's actually a professional model. So when I say she's gorgeous, like, I'm not even being like mom biased. Like, she's really gorgeous. And she's so sweet, and she's so kind, and she loves the Lord. And, she's like, she's the kind of person that I want to be, she's like so great. And I designed her. I prayed and I mean, like, I don't even know how to explain it to you guys. When I say I designed her, like, when you think of design, that's what I did. Like, I was like, I want this, and that's what I got. And then I've had friends in the past, I'm like, you wanted this, and you just went there and did it. And I did not even remember that even happened. So it is kind of crazy to me when people say that. And then now that I'm older, there has been times where I've needed things. One time I was in Mary Kay, and we needed to have a plane ticket to California, and I could not get a sale. I called all my customers. I did everything I could possibly do, and I just could not make a dime. And I had like team members relying on me. Like, we'd all agreed to pay for different parts of the trip, and my part of the trip I had not covered yet, so I was freaking out. And I just laid it before. I mean, literally, my husband and I were fighting. I just knew we were going to get a divorce. Like, that is how serious it was. And I remember I went in my closet and I was like crying and praying, and I asked. And before, like the day before we were supposed to leave, something like that, like everything I asked for and more came in. So because I really been asking for just what we needed to get through this, right? He gave me all of that and then some. So we were able to have a really great trip together. And that keeps happening. And I don't always remember that. And and so that's why I think it is also really important to write things down. So that when you journal, whatever, like, you get to go back and remember what you've asked for, and when it has happened, how it came through, or if it didn't come through, what a blessing. I mean, I say this assuming that many of you are believers, because I am, and I assume that I attract the same. But maybe you're not a believer, but let's just be clear. The same sun that rises on believers rises on non-believers. So a lot of the blessings and stuff, like, you don't know what's going to happen in your life. Just because you're not a believer today doesn't mean that there isn't a plan for you later. And then maybe there's not, and that's not for me to judge. Like, my only thing is, have faith in yourself, try really hard, be positive, and expect to get what you're working for, which was the tip. I'm so glad it worked its way back around. Okay, and then the last one, because this is like much longer than I had anticipated. Partially because, this is like my second one, and I can't even tell if anybody's watching, because I'm streaming it through some other random service, because I'm trying to figure out like how to put on my Wix and stuff, so it's so crazy. But anyway, last tip, guys. Spend time with positive-minded people. So, because of COVID, a lot of us aren't actually leaving the house. So you've got YouTube, mentioned that before, got audiobooks. Nowadays, you've got all these groups on social media that you can be a part of, where you'll just be like with like-minded people who are teachers, parents, network marketers, lawyers, doctors, political things. Like, you can literally find a group that will support whatever your beliefs are. So if you want to change and be more positive and have greater things and all the things, then you can find a group that'll do that. That'll help to encourage you and not be negative. So there is no excuse at all, no matter what toxic environment you're in. Put on some headphones and do the Calgon thing. Put on your headphones and take yourself away. So, I'm so glad this is like power radio. Okay, practice gratitude every day. Replace negative thinking with positive affirmations. Meditate daily for at least 5 minutes. Expect to receive what you want, and place yourself in an environment of positivity so that you can thrive and grow. All right, friends, thank you so much. I'm going to try to do this